What's up, guys? We got a top 4 deck profile from the card addiction tournament that was PS5. We got it with the 4th place with Spencer here, and he took Chaos Fairies, which is my favorite deck. So let's get into the deck file. How did you feel when you got top 4 at the card addiction tournament?
I felt pretty good. The deck played really well. I got some good draws. I had decent dice luck. I was there about 50%, which is, very high for me.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. The deck did what I expected it to. I lost my loss at the end of it was against the pure fairy deck that I lost to at RBET, so that matchup's kind of tough for me. So first cards are the reason I play the deck. It's Archlord Christia. It's pretty good.
Most Chaos Fairies play 2 copies of it. Why did you decide to play 3?
Because it's the best card in the deck.
I see. Got it.
And you'll see extras sometimes, but the reason I play 3 is because I don't mind seeing it, because one of the reasons I play Chaos Fairies, it gives me better graveyard manipulation, I feel, than the regular version. Being able to either take out 1 or 3 consistently is very different. I'll go into the reason why I can take out 3.
Okay.
So the Christie is good. Battle Recruiters. I'm going to include this card also in that one because they're the same card.
5 copies.
Yeah, 5 Battle Recruiters. I've seen some for 4, some play 4, but I play 5 just because I really want to see one.
I see.
Yeah.
This makes sense why you play 3 Christias now.
Yep.
Because you play 5 Recruiters.
Yep, I want to... Seeing Christia Recruiters pretty good. Then 3 D-Elks.
Okay.
D-Elk is strong. I don't know if I need to say it more, but being able to crash into, there's a lot of 1800s crashing into, in the tournament I was crashing into Shura, crashing into Gear Frame, being able to do that, replacing himself. He's also helps me search out my Christias, which is what he's for.
Yeah.
He also lets me search out power cards, like the cards we'll go into later that are the Chaos Engine of the deck.
Got it.
So the reason why you play Fairies.
There you go.
It's good. it's playing modern Yu-Gi-Oh. It's good.
Your explanations are very enthusiastic. I love it.
Yeah. So this card helps the Monarch matchup so much. Just being able to say no, I'm not getting Caiused and losing this turn is pretty important.
Protect your Christia.
Yep. I'm on 3 still.
Okay.
It's important. It helps me deal with a lot of really awkward cards that are running around. It gets rid of Fortress, it gets rid of Titanial, it gets rid of a lot of powerful cards that I don't want to deal with. And it's just a good normal summon sometimes. Sometimes I'm really desperate to see a good normal summon.
Yes.
So, alright, and then 2 Battle Fader.
Okay.
Very important, very, very, very good card. Just
why only 2? Why not 3?
I don't like seeing too many of them.
Yeah.
I want to see 1, and afterwards it's recruitable by Sangen, which I'll show later, or D-Elk, and it's after use is searchable by D-Elk, so it's
Not need anymore.
I don't need any more, especially since I'm only running 2 Caius the Shadow Monarchs.
Okay.
So yeah, so there's no reason to run 3 if I'm only running 2, and I'm only running 2 because I feel like DD does it better. It's more consistent. There are a lot of times where I do see the dead Caius in my hand that I hate seeing.
Yeah.
But 2, I don't see that often, and the reason why dead Caius and dead Christia is very different is because of this.
Oh,
so
I see. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And then you play 2 because you can play 2. And then the one-ofs, it's Gores, Raikou, Trag. Gores and Trag round out my battle hand traps to prevent me from just losing games. Raikou is really good if I'm going first and just milling a bit. Chaos Source is a power card.
Yes.
It does stuff. One of the reasons I like Chaos over Pure is because of Chaos Sorcerer and his twin sister. It's just being able to just aggressive play and then get rid of a threat. It's a lot more powerful than just dropping a Sopal because you need a Soul of Purity Lamp because you need a body.
Oh, I see.
Then Sanyan, it's another floater. It's also a Dark Fiend because of her, not him. Her. I got my order mixed up. So yeah, Enrise is ran because she's another Chaos Sorcerer.
Yeah.
And
did you side this card out often, or did you always?
I sided it out a decent amount. Usually against decks that would side an Oppression against me.
Yeah.
But she is also just a flex that I can remove, but she does extend the deck ceiling. She is as a light fairy. She's able to be both protected by Honest and also discarded for Herald if she is dead.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I like her. And then I run Card Trooper to help with mills, and also because Sangan and Card Trooper are both. My deck does not like Raikou, so I want cards that I can normal summon and waste a Raikou if they started out with Raikou.
Okay, cool.
Just cards that I'm safe going into a blind set.
Yeah.
And then the last card, Cyber Valley, because being able to. This is a change I made from the RBET list.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so what did you change?
I took out the third Caius
Okay.
and the creature swap
Oh, I see.
to play Mind Valley.
Okay, that's good. So you didn't like creature swap at all?
Creature swap I never saw.
Oh, I see.
However, I just want a more solid response to
Yeah.
set pass.
Right.
Because that's one thing that my deck does not like seeing.
So fast. Okay.
So then other spell cards is Allure, it's
Yep.
good. Braincon, it's good. If you're running value, you have to play both because that's what you do. Heavy, MST, and that's the spells, just good one-ups. There's no real super important spells that just play. And then traps, I have Torrential, I have Call, the two limiteds that I play because they're really good.
Yeah.
And the best card in the deck is Royal Decree.
Okay.
Because Royal Decree takes out a lot of the meta right now. Like it's
Yeah.
I think that decks that can play Royal Decree should play Royal Decree.
Yeah.
That was my experience going into there.
Why do you play traps along with Decree? Is there a reason why, or maybe you don't see the Decree?
I usually, with only two, I don't often see them dead after I Decree, or if I am.
Yeah.
Usually most decks I'm flipping Decree against are wanting to remove Decree, so I'll be able to play traps later.
Oh, that's the theory.
I don't play many traps, but these are just such power cards that I want to have access to them.
Okay, so enough basically. Why don't you don't like Return from the Different Dimension?
I took it out after testing because it's just it feels slow. Like
Yeah.
it can feel win more, and
Okay.
it's a really bad top deck. A lot of times I'm just flipping it to not lose, so
Yeah.
I don't feel like that is
Okay.
a good idea. It's a powerful card. I actually will show it that it is in my side deck for
There you
some
go.
decks
Whoops.
that I pick.
Spoiler alert.
But yeah, so speaking of side deck, why don't I go into that next?
Yeah, let's go next. Yeah. Good segue.
Yeah. So the traps that I side in, first two are going to be Return, which I've talked about.
Yep.
It's a powerful card. It can win games.
Yeah.
But I side it in often when against decks I side out Decree against.
Right.
And it can win games. It can do nothing, but it is just really it's a power play that escalates the deck ceiling. Dust Shoot. I side it because I feel it's a going first card. I would rather and it can be dead a lot against a lot of set back row decks that are in the meta right now.
Yeah.
And I'm used to playing modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Where the side deck theory is very often just I side in going first cards or going second cards.
So you do play Modern? Okay.
Yeah, I do play modern. So yeah, and then my other trap, and then I do run other trap cards inside. Two Royal Oppressions because they win games.
What the? Do you have to? Okay. Do you side this in with the Decree, so you can just shut it off when you need to?
It's a funny play that I sometimes do. If I play against decks that both this and Decree hurts, I will do that.
Okay.
But a lot of times, I just do it so I don't have to deal with that. But because Royal Oppression is good in Fairies in general, because we run Battle Recruiters.
Right.
And I can just play really slow and lame. And Royal Oppression is good when you're playing slow and lame.
Yeah.
And at the tournament, one of the plays I did is I shut it off. I had this out against Quick Draw.
Yeah.
And then I was winning the game, and I was slowly losing life points because it wasn't drawing good normal summons. So eventually I would draw into Heavy Storm, drop Christia, and it's funny. But yeah, so it's a good card. It wins games against some matchups. That's what I play him for. This card This card's entirely for the pure Fairy Mirror, Fairy Mirror.
Oh, I see. So you hit it on that matchup. Okay.
Because I lose that matchup. Yeah. It's really rough. It's just my extenders are powerful, but they can be easily shut down by a lot of what Pure Fairy does, which is set a lot of cards face down pass, or just set back row that my deck has a hard time answering unless I see Decree. And this is just a blowout card for the mid game against those decks because that matchup will go into the mid game. So, and having this when I drop a Chaos Sorcerer or a Caius or whatever, will just win.
Okay, nice. What do you attribute for deck devastation for this? Caius's? only?
Caius's, I have
Chaos
Caius and
Sorcerer?
Sorcerer.
Yeah. 3 targets.
3 targets.
Okay, all right. You also have that Dark End Dragon, I guess, or Dark
Yeah.
Roller, if you ever make it a single play.
Yep.
Okay, let's check out your extra deck.
I still have a bit more side deck.
Oh, just kidding.
Yep. So, machine decks. I run into machine decks. Machine decks are really good. I don't like playing against them. These that can win matchups against those.
Yeah.
This card, I'm planning on taking it out actually. It's really good against a lot of decks, but I feel like I want this to be soul release
Oh, I see.
because
It's more.
it hits more, which matters a lot. Ruining someone's graveyard for basically the rest of the game after they set up is really good in this meta right now, because a lot of decks will do that. Also, Soul Release is funny because it can modulate my own graveyard too, so I can banish excess fairies to drop Christia.
Okay, that was only opponent's cards.
No, it's both players' cards.
Oh, for Soul Release.
It's for Soul Release.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant this card.
No, not that
Yeah.
card. I don't like dragons. And it also helps against machines.
Yeah.
So it's a good card. Dragons, I think, are one of the sleeper best decks in the meta that no one
Yeah.
plays, but it's super good.
We talking about Dragon Turbo, or just Dragon Trap Dragon? I don't know. What he's talking
I think either. I think
Either?
there's a lot of ways you can play dragons. Just because being able to make a board, I think being able to make a board of Red Eyes Darkness Metal, Prime Material, Koakimaru Drago
Yeah, it's annoying.
is an absurdly powerful board that feels very modern Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
That is very hard to answer. Just these walking floodgates that what
Yeah.
you do.
What you gonna
Black Wings.
Okay. Does that conflict with the Chaos Engine since you're playing Dark Monsters too?
If I play this, it means that they are trying to answer it,
Oh, I
which
see.
means that they will try to get rid of it. And when they get rid of it, I then go back to playing my Chaos stuff. That's a lot of my
Strange.
theory with this deck.
Strange
Is that
theory. I love it.
Granmole, it's good against a lot of decks.
That's set.
They will set back row and pass. If I have the tempo, then I can just summon Granmole, get that back swing directly.
Yeah.
And just in general, a lot of decks will. Another matchup that I feel is awkward is against decks that will turbo out a lot of power cards really early. That was usually involve synchros. Those usually means Granmole kills them. Heroes, get rid of Absolute Zero. It's good.
Yeah, it is.
And then the last Raikou is mostly there for siding into going first.
Okay, cool.
So, and then the extra deck, one card in the extra deck I am missing that I really need is Dark End Dragon.
Okay. Yeah, you
I don't
need
have
to-
that now. I don't like machines.
Okay.
Stardust is good, but the second Stardust will probably be Dark End
End.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Thought Ruler, it's a really good card. I actually play it a lot because I don't like getting brain controlled, and this deck has issues with life points, as
Yeah.
Fairies tend to do. So getting a good poke into life points is really nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of life points, I like life points. Light End, it's really funny sometimes.
Do you actually make it?
I can.
Okay.
Occasionally. It's not hard. It's not easy to make,
Yeah.
but
It's possible.
It's possible. I wish I had that card. Should be Parsat, but it's whatever. Chaos Colossal Fighter. Sometimes you want to crash into stuff, and it's
Yeah.
good at crashing into stuff. Sometimes you're afraid of Kalut or Honest, and it's good against that. And also, this can win games sometimes.
Yeah.
This card's good.
Yes. It is.
Some situations it's just a game ender.
Yeah.
and
that was
it's
the
nice.
case. Yeah.
Sometimes this is a game ender. Sometimes the piercing is what matters.
Yeah.
Black Rose sometimes wins games.
Or clears boards.
Yeah. One of the best cards in Edison.
Mm-hmm.
It does a lot. And then the sixes, you know what they do.
Yes,
They're
I
good.
do. We all know.
We all know what Bryanek and Goyo do. Bryanek is actually funny because he can set up Christie also.
Yeah, that's what I love about Brightneck. Is
Yeah.
being able to set up Christia.
Yep. So.
All right, cool.
Yep.
Thank you for deck profile, Mr. Spencer, and I hope you guys, hope you have a better career as well in the future.
Yep.
All right, peace.
Yep.